Hey loves, this is Bella with Bella Gitana Tarot. How are you guys doing? I hope you had a fabulous weekend. I know I did. I actually put up my Christmas decorations. So I'm so happy now. I'm in a very festive mood. And so yeah, I just feel really good. Also, if you're new to my channel, by the way, welcome, new subscribers. And I wanted to let you guys know that this week I really want to focus on the self, because I know for me, I have moved on from my masculine, like I've let him go, and I'm not saying like forever, but in the sense of trying to move on, because it's healthy to focus on yourself, right? And so, even though today we are going to check in on the masculine and the feminine, I just kind of get the sense that some of us, are in that state where you just want to know what spirit has in store for you. How can you grow as an individual? What is your purpose? So that you can get started on your own spiritual journey. And so that's what I'm being called towards. Just for those people, for some of you who want to just know what's going on with you, what you need to do for you, and not so much focus on the twin flame connection. Because I know at times, it can get redundant and you just like are tired hearing the same thing, especially if you're not seeing anything happening in the 3D. And trust me, I get it. I've been there and done that. But I'm just kind of feeling called to really help those of you who are already moving on energetically, like you're just wanting to focus on you. And so I'm going to focus on that sometime this week, just kind of do a reading, just to see what spirit has, what spirit wants you to know. Okay, so today we're going to go ahead and dive into the masculine. What is his energy? We're going to do him right here on the left side, and then the feminine right here on the right, just to see what's going on for the connection. Okay, so let's find out what is going on with the masculine spirit. Okay, these cards just jumped out right out the gate. So we have pebbles, alignment. All right, then we have shoreline, renewal. Okay, and multiple choices, octopus. Okay, very interesting. So I'm getting here that the masculine is starting to align his life with what he wants to bring forward to the shore, right? Bring forward to his life. And he does have multiple choices to decide on what he wants to do. But ultimately, there's a lot of emotions here because we have the water here. I mean, this is a water themed deck, but he's really starting to wanting to ascend and putting the stepping stones in place so that he can be able to feel confident of how he can move forward. And then we have multiple choices, so we're going to get a little bit more clarity on that. And bottom of the deck we have cove and experience. Okay, so he's definitely feeling like he's needing to gain some experience in an area of his life. It could be work related, it could be family life, but he knows that he has options. Okay, and so he's trying to make sure that whatever options he goes with, that is in alignment with himself, so that he can feel refreshed and good about the choices that he made. Okay, beautiful. All right, so let's pull some tarot on this and see, why is alignment here, spirit? The King of Wands reversed. Okay, so in the past, I get here that your masculine was not sorry your masculine was not really taken into account how his choices was affecting him. He was a distorted masculine in reverse, right? Probably being controlling, especially if things were not in alignment with what he wanted. And so he could have been in this energy where he was too impulsive with his decisions. Okay, and look at this, the Tower at the bottom reversed is telling me that because of him not taking into account the decisions of being aligned. He could have been fighting against the current, right? Like fighting, going with the flow, and really was forcing things to go his way. And so I get here now that he's realizing that those decisions, being in that influence, didn't give him the renewal, the refreshment that he was looking for. Why is renewal here, Spirit? Wow, look at this, the Two of Cups. Yeah, so this is telling me that your masculine, you know, made a decision out of impulse, out of what he was thinking narrow-mindedly, right? And so now he's realizing that he wants to renew this connection with you, because maybe it was related to expectations that maybe society has for him. It could be, you know, family that had expectations of him. It could be work related. However it resonates for you guys in your situation, he was not in a positive masculine energy when he was trying to be in alignment, right? So I'm getting here that now he wants to be in alignment with who he really is deep down, and not going off of what people are saying or telling him what to do, so that he can feel good about the decision that he's making when it comes to love, when it comes to relationships. Okay. I look at this bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. So this is telling me that he's wanting to come back and renew this connection, okay? Because now things are coming to the surface for him. Why is multiple choices here, Spirit? Okay, so we have Three of Wands. So your masculine was impatient when he made this choice. He did have many options on the table, and so he was very impatient. I'm getting here that he could also be impatient now with wanting to renew this connection with you. Yeah, look at this. The Lover's at the bottom of the deck. So he's definitely wanting to renew this connection with you. He's being a little impatient because it could be he doesn't know if you have different options open, or he doesn't know how to approach the situation. So he could be multitasking at the same time, just trying to figure it out. What does he need to do to bring this connection back? Okay, very interesting. Now let's see, why is inexperienced here? That was at the bottom of the deck. Okay, look at this, the World in reverse. So your masculine is finally completing a cycle because now he's gained experience. And in the recent past, he could have been not feeling experienced, not feeling confident to move forward. And there could have been a delay in that because he needed to put, you know, more experience under his belt. And look at this. And we have the Page of Wands. So there's like a woman behind him as he's walking away. So I'm getting here that he knew he needed to leave on his own journey, leaving people behind in the past. That could have been you, in order to gain some more experience. You know, this guy, he's like walking towards the sun, you know, walking towards his happiness. And so in the past, I get here that your person was inexperienced in going after things that they thought was going to make them happy, but then they realized that was not the case, okay? Because all along they wanted to still renew this connection with you. Okay. All right. So what is going on with the feminine, Spirit? Okay. We have hand invitation. All right. Look at this. We have parrot conversation. So I'm getting here that you are open to inviting him over to have a conversation. You do have pure intentions about this conversation that you want to have with him. Okay. What else, Spirit? And look at this bottom of the deck, we have dip, testing the water. So I get here that you really want to, you know, test the temperature to see how things are going, to see if they have good intentions towards you. And look at this, manta ray, trust your vibes. Okay. So I'm getting here that you really are wanting to trust your gut this time around, that this time that you're inviting him to have this conversation with you, that it's going to go well. And it's not going to be this mass eruption situation going on. So you know that it could be a scary thing, a scary event, right? But you're still trusting that you're going to be able to go with the flow. Okay. So let's pull some tarot on this. See what we can add to this. Why is invitation here, Spirit? Okay, look at this. The Eight of Wands in reverse. So this is telling me that, especially because we saw conversations at the bottom of the deck, is you know that you have been inviting your person to conversate with you, right? To talk about how you feel, to really clear the air, but your person has not communicated back to you, right? But your hand is still reaching out to them. Look at this. Nine of Swords. To me, this is saying that you're ready to start, you know, thinking positively, facing your fears, facing your doubts, your worries, right? Because that's something that's keeping you up at night, it's giving you anxiety. And so you're ready to cross a threshold here where you're ready to finally put those things to bed. You know what I mean? Like you're just ready to move on to a new chapter. Okay. Why is pure intentions here? Okay, look at this. The Ace of Swords, this is about communication, okay? So you, feminine, you are in this energy where you really want to talk things out with your masculine. You know, that you want to clear the air. A bird signifies communication as well. This bird is actually wearing one of those visual things, like to protect them from getting too scared, I guess. So at the same time, you're using caution on how you can approach the situation, but you're being intuitive. I get here that you're feeling things out, trying to feel the situation, feel your masculine's energy to see if it would be the right time to have a conversation and talk, okay? And that's interesting because we have trust your vibes, and that has to do with your intuition, okay? Why is trust your vibes here, Spirit? Wow, look at this, the King of Cups in reverse, okay? So what I'm sensing here is that, you know, in the recent past, your masculine was not telling you how he feels, right? He was holding back. He was, you know, probably being really cold towards you. Distorted masculine, because we saw the King of Wands in reverse here, and now we have the King of Cups in reverse when it comes to a connection here, the Hierophant. So you're trying to trust your intuition that your person is going to speak up. So yeah, you're trusting that he's going to speak up, right? That he's going to finally speak up. Or maybe I get here that you're trusting that, you know, he's not going to want to speak up, and so that's why you're trying to feel things out, trying to be aware of any changes, anything that has happened in the past. You know, trying to be knowledgeable because we have the book here, trying to get advice too on how to approach the situation. All right, and why is mass eruption here, Spirit? Wow. The Six of Cups, you guys. So this to me is telling me this is going to be like a tower moment when you guys are finally able to hash everything out. This is a conversation that you've been wanting, that it's been building up and building up and building up, that it's going to be like a volcano erupting, you know what I mean? Because I'm getting here that, you know, you haven't been able to tell him a lot of things, and he hasn't been able to tell you anything, if anything, right? So this is going to be a huge release of emotions, fiery energy too, a lot of emotions, a lot of commotion, okay? I mean, it's going to be so tower moment like that. It's going to allow you guys to be able to heal from the situation, but it's in reverse. So I'm getting here that you're kind of thinking back on the past, and you're thinking that he's going to be like this King of Cups in reverse, right? Like you're expecting him to not be open. You're expecting him to not allow the healing to take place. And you're thinking worst case, right? I think that's why the Nine of Swords showed up, because this is something that you keep thinking about, that you're trying to trust your intuition. You're trying to trust that things are going to go well. But the other side of you is kind of like that angel and devil on your shoulder. It's like you're thinking, oh man, it's going to go bad. Wow. Give me one more, Spirit. Why is Six of Cups here? Yeah, look at this. Justice in reverse. All right, feminine. So I'm getting here for your energy. You're not trusting that the outcome is going to be good. I'm getting here that you're afraid that somebody's going to be unfair in the situation again. But you're trying to let go, okay? You're trying to let go of those negative thoughts. You're trying to let go of that doubt, okay? That anxiety with the devil in reverse. Because you know deep down your person does feel the same towards you. Let's see, what is your What is the mutual energy between them, Spirit? Okay. We have balance in reverse, and it's funny because justice is about balance, and that came out in reverse, okay? So that could be why he's trying to be in alignment, okay, with the choices that he's making, because he's not in feeling like he's in alignment. He's feeling inexperienced, right? And so this could be why you guys need to make sure you're balancing both your masculine and feminine energy, because it's not going to work out if you're being too masculine and chasing and, you know, wanting action to happen and not letting him do the chasing and pursuing you, right? Like not letting him be in that masculine energy and also tell you how he feels with his feminine energy. So, and 14 adds up to a 5. So this is going to require some change on both your parts, okay? In order for you guys to come into an energy where you're both balanced, equal parts masculine and feminine energy. Look at this, and we have another 5 here. This is the 5 of Pentacles. So right now I'm getting here that you're feeling alone. You're feeling like you know, you're facing the moon here, so like you're very emotional about this. And so, you know, this house is in the distance. It's like you want to come home, but you're not sure if you're going to be well received, okay? This is what I'm getting here. Wow. What else, Spirit? Love and compassion. Perspectives, okay? So I'm getting here that the masculine really has been looking back at the past and how everything's happened between you guys. And he does feel this love and compassion for you. But he could also be torn between how to deal with the situation. Look at this. Because of reactions, okay? We have the Wheel of Fortune here. You know, this is about your destiny, what you're meant to do in this life, wrapping up old cycles. So I'm getting here that he's getting to that point where he's done with what he's been doing, what he thought love was, and really wanting to go towards his fortune, which is his abundance with you. What else, Spirit? Yeah, look at this. Death, okay? This is about a death and rebirth. Scorpio energy. So your masculine knows that he needs to transmute this energy to be able to look at things from a different perspective if he's wanting to have love and compassion. Look at this, because the devil's energy was very much present in your energy. Oh my God, it's so interesting. There's an octopus here on her necklace, and we saw the multiple choices card. Okay, so this is telling me that in the past, your masculine was not trying to look at you. He was distracted, you know, with other options, right? And now his eyes are like facing you, right? So now your person's starting to remove those blocks that could have kept him from thinking positively, you know, holding on to old hurts and resentments, you know. And so now he's looking at things from a different perspective. He's finally looking in the mirror and realizing that he needs to change the way that he sees things. At this point, he could have been blaming you for everything, and that's why things had to end between you guys. But I'm getting here that now he's transmuting this energy where he's realizing that he needs to take accountability and remove those blocks that was holding him back, okay? Yeah, and one of those blocks had to do with being abandoned, okay? Isolation. I'm getting here that maybe somebody in the past abandoned him. And so this had a lot to do with how he dealt with you, because he thought that the same thing was going to happen. He didn't want to lose you, and therefore he abandoned you before you could leave him. Okay, look at this. Here's perspectives again with the hangman. Usually the hangman, not only does it have to do with looking at things from a different perspective, but it's also about sacrificing, you know, what are you giving up in order to stick to on whatever path you're wanting to go on. So I'm getting here that your masculine is realizing now that he needs to let go of the old perspectives, right? And have compassion. Have compassion for himself, for whatever he went through. Have compassion for his past and let go of how people may have hurt him, and have compassion for you, you know, and realize that he could have been pinning everything on you because he didn't want to deal with that. But now this is an ending, indicating that he's done with projecting. He's done with isolating himself because now he's finally transmuting this from dark to light. Okay, wow. What about you, feminine? What's going on with you? Look at this, goddess of abundance, success, and victory. Okay, so this is telling me that you're ready to receive abundance. You are in this receptive energy. You know, you're opening up, being open to change. You know that you're going to be successful, that spirit is in your favor and has your back. Look at this. At the bottom, we have Lady of Secrets, struggle and manipulation. So it really took a lot for you, feminine, to get here. You know, it wasn't easy. And so you may have been keeping things to yourself because you didn't want to, you know, jinx yourself, right? But that's what I'm getting here. Wow, look at this. And then the Devil card came out. So you also had to remove these blocks because we did see that you were struggling with the Nine of Swords, which has to do with your negative thoughts. And so the Devil also represents that as well. So, and this is telling me that you really dealt with the separation really hard. You took it really hard when this person, you know, went a different direction, right? And so you're finally realizing that you don't want to choose that. You know, you have other options because that octopus is here to say you have other options to keep yourself open to abundance, right? Because you know how they say when one door closes, another one opens. And so I'm getting here that maybe you've been staring at the closed door for too long and you didn't realize that another door was opening, right? And so I'm getting here that now you're walking through that door and you're opening up yourself to remove that energy. And we saw the Devil in reverse for you earlier, okay? So you're definitely in that energy where you're starting to let go of the, you know, seduction, of the toxicity, okay? The negative thoughts. It has a lot of sexual energy too with the Devil. So you're not letting those things hold you down anymore, okay? And look at this. This has to do with healing. It says here, Father healing, heal yourself. Okay, so you needed to heal those parts of you that was holding on or letting yourself think that you were stuck, right? And so you had to remove those blocks. Kind of like, you know, an air balloon, usually before it takes off, they have it held down with, you know, bricks or whatever they hold the balloon with, right? Until they actually remove it. And then it takes off, right? And this has to do with your thoughts because it's right here underneath this hat, you know? So you had to remove these negative thoughts, these self-limiting beliefs that was holding you from your abundance, okay? What else, Spirit? Wow, look at this. King of family, together forever. And this is a woman in a wedding dress, you guys. So I'm getting here that that's what you're headed towards. Both of these women have beautiful white, like champagne color dresses here. So that's like a theme. It's like you're ready to move on to be in union with yourself so that you can be in union with your person. Yeah, you're done with this heartache, okay? Knight of heartache, sadness, and separation. So you're done with this, feminine, very much so. That's what I'm getting here. Okay, so let's get some how he feels towards you. Oh wow, this just like jumped out. Intuition, listen to your gut, okay? Yes, we definitely got that. Bottom of the deck here says gesture, someone wants to express himself romantically, okay? What else, Spirit? What's going on with the masculine? Insecurity, someone is unsure of themselves, okay? And so I'm getting here that this is why your masculine is holding back still, because he's unsure of himself. He's a little bit afraid that you're going to reject him, and he's having anxiety over this, okay? Thinking excessively about the future. Yeah, because he's thinking 100 steps ahead. He's thinking that you're going to reject him, and that's not even the case, right? For a lot of you. How does he feel towards you? Yeah, he's still heartbroken. Okay, very sorrowful. Okay, let's see what's at the bottom. And then we have relieved, reassures, soothe, at ease. So I'm kind of getting here that your masculine wants to come to you so you can comfort him. He might be going through something other than your separation, okay? We're going to pull some tarot on that. Let's just see what's going on with you. You have here inner child. Be kind to yourself. Let your creativity flow, okay? So I'm getting here that maybe you beat yourself up over this connection, or just in general, that you probably were, you know, thinking that everything was on you because your masculine may have pinned some things on you, right? And so now you're acknowledging, okay, that this is something to do with things that happened when you were a kid. And so it really affected you to where you were starting to internalize, you know, that blame. Okay, so what are you feeling towards your masculine right now? Okay, you're feeling respectful. You're feeling admiring towards him, courteous. Okay, I get here that you really look up to him. And at the bottom, we have desperate, frantic, out of control, in need. Okay. So this is telling me that you are not wanting to show that you're in need of him. So that's why you're trying to be respectful that he needs the space. But at the same time, you're feeling like it's out of your control, you know, and that kind of gives you that anxiety feeling, right? Because you saw the Nine of Swords on your side, that you kind of have anxiety about him not coming back. That's something that's still in your consciousness, okay? All right, what else is going on with the masculine? Self-indulgent, okay. So he could have been very self-indulgent in a way to deal with the insecurity. He could be the type of person that feels like he needs people to boost his ego, so that he can feel good about himself, right? It's part of, you know, lack of self-love, okay? And so this could be why when he had those different options, right, he went with the one that seemed easier to not have to work at, right? Because if you don't feel like you own who you are, you're just going to go with whatever story seems more appealing, right? Compared to when you know who you are, you're not going to let outside influences or stories be like your determination of how you see yourself. You know what I mean? So I hope that makes sense. But look at this. And so because he was very in that energy of self-indulgent, King of Wands in reverse, he was not able to receive this connection. He actually pushed it away and repelled it. You know what I mean? Because it was not fulfilling his agenda. And that could have been now why he's in grief. He's heartbroken because he's realizing that being self-indulgent didn't get him anywhere. What's going on with you? Wow, look at this. You're silenced, okay? And that could have been why the Eight of Wands came out in reverse earlier, right? Because you want to have these conversations, but you feel like you've been shut out, silenced. You know, maybe your masculine blocked you. Maybe you had to block him. Take it how it resonates. But yeah, you feel like your person took the easy way out to avoid, you know, talking about the situation. And so you're seeing him as a coward, you know, that he just didn't step up. He didn't, he was being self-indulgent, right? And so this could also be where you're internalizing this and making you feel like you're the coward because let's say if he did block you, you're probably thinking, well, maybe I'm somebody that doesn't deserve, you know, to be in this connection at all. You know, like you kind of took it as I'm the coward, you know, that's why he's not talking to me. You know what I mean? So you took it as if it was an attack on you when really it was something that they were dealing with and not anything to do with you. Okay. So let's pull some tarot because I did say I wanted to pull some tarot on that. And then we're going to pull the confessions of what he wants to say to you. So Spirit, why is grief here? Okay, we have the Chariot in reverse. I get here that now he is feeling sad that he can't come towards you, that he's feeling stuck, okay? Like he's not able to move forward. Yeah, because the Empress in reverse, because he knows he really hurt you, that he broke your heart. So, and him breaking your heart, he ended up hurting himself and breaking his own heart, you know? So, very interesting. Give me one more, Spirit. Why is the Chariot here in reverse? Okay. The Ten of Wands in reverse. So, this has become a burden for your masculine, and so he's really wanting to let go of this pressure that's been building and building. We did see the volcano earlier, of him not telling you how he feels. So I'm getting here that him not telling you his feelings, how he feels, is becoming so burdensome that it's keeping him stuck and it's causing him to be like in a depressive state, okay? Look at this. Because of you guys not being together, lovers in reverse, okay? So this is telling me that he has a desire to finally let go of this ego, this pride, you know, this desire to be right, to finally start some movement and move forward. And that's why intuition is here. He needs to listen to his gut, right? And not listen to his mind or outside influences, trying to people please. He needs to listen to his soul, because up until this point, his ego is running the show, okay? Why are you feeling silenced here? Queen of Pentacles in reverse, okay? So this is somebody that wants to be in control and doesn't feel like they're in control. Distorted feminine, right? Somebody that does things to almost like manipulation, like you want to do things so that you'll get the outcome that you want, but it's not going to be for your highest good, right? Because you're not loving yourself, you're not standing your ground, you know, you're just doing things to appease somebody, because you also could have been people pleasing, okay? So, and look at this, and we have the Hermit at the bottom reversed. So this is telling me that you had to force yourself to go within. And the fact that it's in reverse, I feel like now you're ready to come out of that Hermit's energy, that you've healed this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This is somebody that has lost, a lost mentality, kind of like that Five of Pentacles energy. And so this situation, you feel like it silenced you. And you know what? I meant to pull it for how you feel. Sorry, guys. But still, it still applies, okay? Because you're trying to be respectful of him not wanting to talk, right? And that's why silence came out anyways. And so now it's like you're trying to focus on yourself, because this was a loss for you, you know, losing him. And so you're respecting him and admiring him, that he needs to figure things out. We did see the inexperience card for him, that he needs to gain a little bit of experience so he can be in alignment, so that both of you guys can be in balance, okay? And listen to your gut when it comes to being balanced. And so you're finally starting to, you know, get done with the soul searching, where you're wanting to come forward whenever the time is right to be able to meet your person at the same level, okay? So let's see. What does he want to say to you? What does your masculine want to say to you? No other compares to you. Okay, bottom of the deck is, if I knew then what I know now, I would have made different choices. Okay, exactly. So we saw in the beginning of the reading, your person had a lot of options, right? Tentacles are going everywhere. He probably had his hand in different jars, okay, different cookie jars. And he was being self-indulgent, you know, like yum, 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 give me all the cookies, you know. And so now he's realizing nobody compares to you, feminine. Nobody makes him feel the way you made him feel. He knows this connection is unique, right? And he's finally transmuting that bad energy that happened between you guys. And he's going to come forward and tell you how he feels, because we did see that you're really open to him having a conversation with you. And he's saying if he would have known then that you were the one, then he would have made a different choice. But because he needed to gain experience, he wasn't sure if you were the one. He wanted to make sure of that. He wanted to make sure that if you were the one, that he was certain. And at the time, he wasn't certain. You know, he wasn't awakened to his purpose, to the connection. You were, I'm getting here. But he wasn't, okay? That's why there was an imbalance. What else does he want to say? I'm not the same person that you remember, okay? And I like that this came out, because you're over here thinking he's this King of Cups in reverse, you know, that things are going to go bad if you guys talk again. And he's wanting you to know he's not that same guy that you last remember. He's not the player that he used to be, if that was the situation, right? He's not this person who is self-indulgent. He's transmuting. We saw the Death card. He's actually putting an end to all that, to that lifestyle, because he really wants this connection. We did see the Two of Cups for him. The Two of Cups came up on his side, that he wants to renew. He wants to renew the Two of Cups with you. But he's not the same person. And at the bottom, he's saying, I'm more affected than you know. Okay, so that's what he wants you to know. I'm more affected than you know. And let's see, one last message here. Look at this. Our connection still affects me. Okay. And that could be why he's realizing that now, with this time apart, him being self-indulgent, him ending up hurting himself in the process when he hurt you, your connection is still intact. It's still affecting him, because he's realizing that all of these things had to happen, but he needed to gain experience. And now that he's gained experience, he's realizing that through these stages, through these trials, through these people that he has in his life, he still feels very connected to you. And look at this. I feel badly for the way that I treated you. You didn't deserve that. Okay. So that's what your person wants you to know. He feels badly about how he treated you, how he pushed you away, because he was scared. You know, he was scared of how deep and intense your connection was. He's never felt this before. It was foreign to him, right? And he was just like, I don't know what to do with this. Okay. So let's see what you want to tell him. Let's just pull 3 cards. Nobody has ever made me feel like this, ever. Okay. So it's funny because he said the same thing. No other compares to you. And you're saying the same exact thing. That's so funny. Okay. Oops. I hate this entire situation. I hate that you make me cry. I hate that I'm not good enough to say goodbye to. I hate that I love you. Okay. So I'm getting here that this is like past energy, where you were in that energy where you felt like you were not good enough, that you felt like your person, you know, really did a number on you, really. And so sometimes you get in that state where you're like, why am I in this situation? Why do I still feel this way towards this person? You know, I don't want to love him, you know, but you do, you know. And this is your lesson, feminine, that you needed this person to teach you that you are good enough. You don't need somebody to show you that you're good enough, or just because they are in your life, it makes you feel like you're whole. You don't need anybody. And so your person was the exact person that you needed to learn this lesson, that you needed to love yourself. Okay. Beautiful. Everything you do is perfect to me. Okay. I love this. So, and I like how it has the time here, because this is like a timeless thing. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what happens or how long time has gone on, everything that your person does is perfect to you, because they are your person. You know, you love them unconditionally. Okay. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have, I will wait until you're ready to talk to me again. I'm not trying to push you or trap you. I care about what you want. Wow, you guys, if this does not sum up your side of the reading, feminine, I don't know what. Because this is exactly what we just talked about. You know, you know that this is going to be a conversation that is going to happen, and it's not happening now, but you know that it's coming, and you don't want to push it, right? You don't want to force it. You don't want it to be toxic, like it could have been in the past. And you care about what your person wants. You know, that's why you're being respectful of him. Okay. And this energy right here, you're being respectful about what he wants. We have a lot of yellow here. So this reminds me of the solar plexus chakra. So you're being respectful of what makes him happy. If it makes him happy to take this time for himself, you know, maybe he's in a karmic connection, figure that thing, you know, that situation out, then that's what you'll be willing to do, because you respect him enough to not be selfish and not think about, you know, how it's affecting you. You're looking out for your person, and that's beautiful. Okay. All right, what does your person want to say? Their current vibes. Fading. I feel you slipping from my grasp and my memory. So I'm getting here that in your connection, your masculine does feel like you're moving on, you know, because I get here you are growing in your energy. You're trusting yourself. You know, you're healing your inner child. You're being kind to yourself. You're letting the abundance come to you. You know what I mean? Like, you're just in this surrender energy is what I'm getting. And when you're in surrender energy, sometimes your masculine may not feel your energy as much, because you're focused on you, you know? And that's why he could be feeling like he doesn't feel you as much anymore, because it always comes and goes, okay? And look at this. Bottom of the deck we have, you healed me. I wish I could heal you the way you healed me. And that's what he wants you to know. And you may have this healing energy about you, feminine, that, you know, for a lot of masculines, when they get into this connection with us, they probably gave up on love. You know what I mean? They shut their heart away. They caged it away. They decided love was not for them. But when you came around, it was like you were like this soothing, healing balm that when you touch their life, you know what I mean? It was like heaven, you know, like a taste of heaven, so pure, so unconditional, so unforgettable that it made your person feel alive again. Like, wow, I didn't know that somebody could feel this way for me. I didn't know that somebody could love me, or feel this strong, passionate desire towards me. And I know that he felt the same, right? Your masculine always mirrors back to you how you're feeling. But by the time he was able to catch on to what was happening, he was probably like, wait a minute, I can't do this, because then he was scared that he was going to lose you. Okay. He had that abandonment, you know, at the back of his mind that this is going to end, and he panicked, right? And it's human nature, but he needs to be sure to ascend and gain that experience so that he knows that just because things happen in the past with other people and it didn't work out, that doesn't mean the same is going to be true for your situation. Okay. Look at this. Time is ticking. I feel like I am losing you as time goes on, yet I feel frozen in time. Wow, you guys. This is very connected to this last message, okay? So he does feel like time is ticking slowly. He knows that he needs to make a decision, okay? We just start the reading off with multiple choices, right? With renewal, multiple choices, and what was that other one? Alignment, okay? And alignment, the pebbles, okay? So things needed to be in alignment in order for you guys to be able to be balanced, and things were not in alignment, right? But I'm getting here that he's realizing that he is going to get there. He's afraid that he's going to lose. He's afraid that he's going to lose out on you because time's going to run out on him, okay? But I like that you're telling him, I will wait until you're ready to talk to me again. You know, you're willing to wait for him to cross that threshold. You already crossed it, and he's trying to get there, okay? It's beautiful. And at the bottom of the deck we have Ice Queen. Please soften your heart to me, okay? So I'm getting here that your person feels like you're fading away because maybe now you're the one who's going to become cold towards him, whereas before you were very warm. And so he's afraid that you're going to ice him out and be this ice queen, queen of swords, right? But at the same time, just keep sending him loving energy, right? So that he can feel reassured that you are not just going to be cold towards him. You're not going to be a petty person and do tit for tat. You know, that's childish, immature energy, and that's not you, feminine. Okay? So let's get some last messages here and we'll wrap up the reading. Turn on your heart light. Reflect on a time when you experienced love. This is beautiful, you guys. Number 36. So I don't know if 36 is significant for you, but that is up to a 9. And that's talking about endings, okay? And every ending leads to a new beginning, right? So your masculine is reflecting. I feel like you both are reflecting on this connection of how you felt complete. You know, you felt like you were on top of the world. We have a lot of colors here, like the colors of the rainbow. It was a magical time. And so when you're feeling like you're in the dark, turn on your heart light, right? Kind of like a night light, and reflect on that time when you experienced love, so that way you can go ahead and feel that in the present moment now. You know what I mean? Because your person's still connected to you. You saw that card that says our connection still affects me. And then we have miracles and blessings. Everything has its gift, okay? Number 13, which is usually death, the death card in tarot. So even through endings, you know, it's still a gift in and of itself. It's a blessing in disguise, okay? So that's what Spirit wants you to know, that everything is a miracle and a blessing, even when it's not looking like it's in our favor, deep down it is. Okay, I love it. One last card here to wrap up the reading, Spirit. We have lure. Someone who uses their ways and manners to lure or pull someone in. This card differs from the power and control card in that they are typically doing this for self-gratification because they themselves are pulled and lured rather than doing it out of want for power and control. Okay, so I'm getting here that this is like Medusa, basically. I'm getting here that your person was pulled towards you at the time, and maybe they were just lusting after you. That could have been an energy for some of you. And then through time, they realized that you were more meaningful than just, you know, a seductress, right? And this too, I get here, I like that these came out together because I'm getting here that your person got intimidated because you were so alluring. They got insecure. We did see the insecure card come out for your masculine. And it says here, insecurity. You or they might be insecure and find it hard to approach. We all have our own insecurities and imperfections, but this person might have extra that they deal with, okay? So this is basically confirming the message here that your masculine was a little bit intimidated by you, maybe because you're so alluring and they know that other people want you. And so they were scared that you were probably going to find somebody else while they were with you and then end up leaving them. You know what I mean? Because they don't feel like they're at your level. They feel like like you're out of their league is how your masculine is feeling, okay? So take that all into account, right? Because they have to feel strong within themselves before they can, you know, be able to feel confident that they do deserve love and that they shouldn't be putting you on a pedestal or thinking the worst situation, right? There needs to be some balance and healing, okay? In order for him to feel good that this is not going to happen, because he needs to feel good within his own energy that he is good enough and that you're not just going to leave him. He needs to heal that abandonment wound for sure, okay? So yeah, that wraps up the reading, guys. I hope that was helpful. If you'd like to book a reading with me, definitely do so by clicking on the link below. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye!